few things keep the four-state region running, like Interstate 81. Crossing multiple states, including Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia, the highway acts like a bloodline, a critical artery for travelers near and far. But lately, higher and higher pressure is restricting that artery.
The interstate has really outgrown itself because of volumes of traffic.
And for some, all that traffic makes it not even worth the drive on it.
I'd rather take the back roads to get to work than to be on 81. I do not feel safe, and that's at no time at all.
It's not your run-of-the-mill interstate. It's a very dangerous highway.
It's perhaps the most dangerous in the short 12-mile stretch in Maryland. Tony Crawford, an engineer with the State Highway Administration, says it's critical to have at least 2 miles laid between exits when designing an interstate. But 81 easily violates that rule.
You have 12 miles, 9.5 interchanges, and I think the only place you'd ever find that kind of situation would be in New York City or Washington, D.C., where you have the capacity.
For those who drive this section of I-81, this is an all too familiar sight. Cars are stuck at bumper-to-bumper traffic with no alternative routes in sight.
It's their only option, and it's not a good option, because you don't like to send interstate traffic through downtown Hagerstown.
Governor Larry Hogan invested funds earlier this year to widen 81 to 3 lanes from the bridge over the Potomac to the Williamsport exit. It's phase 1 of a multi-step overhaul of 81 in the state. The highway's already been widened in much of Berkeley County, as well as the Chambersburg area.
That additional lane has made it a whole lot safer to get onto the interstate. You don't have to get on feeling like, oh, gee, there's a little opening, hurry up and go. You know, like it is in Maryland.
WHAG compiled a list of the annual average daily traffic in various points along I-81 from state data. On a typical day, you could see anywhere from 37,000 vehicles around Shippensburg to 76,000 near Martinsburg. But officials say the real problem is how many of those vehicles are tractor-trailers.
Many people call it the truck highway. If you're down in the Chambersburg area, 1 out of every 3 vehicles is a tractor-trailer.
An average ratio, officials say, is closer to 1 in 10. This high volume of trucks on 81 leads to capacity issues and draws safety concerns from drivers of vehicles small and large.
We have 18 wheels, but that doesn't make us stop any faster. Whenever you get a car come over and pull in front of you and hit the brakes real fast, you don't have the room to stop.
Dwayne Gay has been riding his DM Bowman tractor trailer for about 1.5 years, from northern Pennsylvania down to North Carolina. He says recent spot improvements up and down the corridor have made the roadway itself safer.
They blacktopped all this. This is nice now right in here.
But nothing can prevent the safety issues associated with distracted driving.
I've seen people reading newspapers going down the road. I've seen them typing on a laptop.
You don't have to look very long going up and down the interstate to see somebody texting. And I don't care if it's against the law or not, they're doing it.
So how do you stop it? Captain Eric Widmeyer of the West Virginia State Police has a very simple answer: more cops. He says despite a widened 81 in Berkeley County, there are just as many accidents as ever from unsafe driving behaviors.
I would like for someday to see an actual dedicated detachment of troopers that's responsible for the interstate.
But Widmeyer's problem is similar to many others: funding. Money is also an issue in Virginia, which has 325 miles of I-81 to maintain.
There are no plans to do a full, say, 3 lanes in each direction or anything of that nature.
Many are looking to Congress to deliver on a multi-year transportation bill, which it hasn't passed since 2005. The Senate voted in July to put $350 billion into the Federal Highway Trust Fund over 6 years, which all 4 states use for projects.
It doesn't allow the transportation departments of any state to do any planning when you don't know what revenue you have.
What you get is a stalemate, the public calling for changes that are much further down the road. Reporting for WHAG News, I'm Nick Munson.